Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Gunta Ajay. I am from Section A of CSE department and I am here to present my tech talk. Our subject name is Maths and Calculus and my topic name is Integrals in Polar Coordinates. Integrals in polar coordinates, simplifying area and volume calculation. What is polar coordinates? Fundamental challenges described. Even a simple circular design disk of a radius into co-coordinates require aveged squares root expressions for bounds, making unwide and error prone. Caston's complex. A disk requires indirection bound square roots of 2 by Vx of a root over sqrt into 4 power minus x into root. Polar simplifications. The simple disk become agility simple of 0 Vr to Vr underscore by theta under transaction. Power coordinate transfer difficult integers into manageable ones, leveling otherwise inscalable. From Cantons to polar coordinates, the transformation between coordinate system really for fundamental illumination relation that connect distance and elegant to horizontal vertical position. Even the point in the plane admits a dual representation on using rectangular coordinates, the other using polar coordinates. Relationship x is equals to r cos by theta, relation y r by sin by theta, hence r represents the distance from the origin and theta denotes the angle measured clockwise from the positive x-axis. This representation of powerful because circle concentration the origin because simple construction curves and rays meaning the origin becomes constant theta curves. The inverse relationship proves equally useful. Square root of y plus 2 whole square and by theta by arc xy with understanding the transformation enables seamless conservation between coordinate system, allowing to choose whichever system best serves our complex goals. The area element in polar coordinates. The transformation that carries in intelligence induced a circular genetic. How does that information area elementary transform? Carnation conduction V intelligence dA is equals to dx by dy in polar coordinates. The German change fundamental. Imagine the diversion of the plane into informal polar rectangular small rectangle boundaries by circular of a radius r and det r and the rays at the angle theta and theta plus the radius external spins distance r the tangential extent trans of an arc of length AB. Therefore, the area of the small sector is det is equals to r det into det by theta. The extra factor r remains namefully of from the geometry as we outfound the origin. The space angular instant theta sweeps on the increasing large length proportional of the radius. This geometry must influence an intelligent setting up double integers in polar coordination. Integration of d f of x dA is equals to integration of beta theta is equals to a integration of h2 theta by r2 h theta f r cos theta f of r cos theta comma r sin theta r of dr by d theta. Dense transformation involves three key components working in connect. One angular bounds, radial bounds functions. In angular bounds, the limit of alpha and beta define the angular sweeps of a rectangle. In radial bounds, the functional h of theta and h to theta describe how far from the origin region h to the extent angle. These bounds may be constant. In functions, mm, it is need to be written using the coordinates transformation axis. Every x with r by cos theta, in every y by r sin theta. Example 1, there is an example 1, integral over of a quadratic disk of a radius 3. Let's evaluate a concentration of a diminished power coordinates convention integers f of x comma y is equals to x plus y over a quadratic disk of a radius 3 of the first region. Definition is functional transformation in integral step. Integral pi by 2 0 integration of 3 of r cos theta plus sin theta r dr d theta is equals to integration of pi by 2 comma 0 pi by 3 of 0 r square cos theta plus sin theta. Output integral with respect to pi of pi by 2 0 9 cos theta plus sin theta d theta is equals to 9 cos theta minus sin theta is equals to 9 on of 1 minus 0 minus 0 minus 1 is equals to 18. Example 2 is also same like that only. With now let's we go to into next topic, visualizing the integral region and limits. In it has three types: radial width, tangential length, approximate area. In radial width, delta r the distance between the inner and outer circular arc. Tangential length r by det by theta, the arc length, septum and angle inconnect by det by theta and r radius r. Approximate area is r by det by theta, product of the two decimals. Note circular as the r increase, then the r income grows proportionally. A of radius angle span speaks a longer path radius than at 1. The factor r captures the geometrical really ensuring our intelligence contains accounts for the variation with width of the sectors at different distance from the origin. When to use polar coordinates. In circular regions fundamental with organ symmetry, spiral and flower curves, advocating complication routes, otherwise interaction problem. In circular region, any region of nature describing a disk annually sector or collecting therefore fundamental with rational symmetry. Integral involves x power 2 plus 5 power 2 simplified domestic to r power 2. More generally, the function depends on only on distance from the origin, provides impression from polar conservation. Spiral and flower curves. Region bounded by spiral roses impact coordinates of the control nature. Advance of a complicate roots. When the limit of liquid square roots of the other complication eligibility construction to a polar typical, otherwise irregular problem. Some integer possible possess no elementary and covariance conditions but become available after polar transformation, unlocking solution that would otherwise remains increasable. Summary and key takeaways. First one fundamental, second one integral steps, pattern recognition, and complication mastery. Finally, in polar conditionation, not merely an accretive technique, they representing a fundamental shift in a presentation by enabling of our mere framework with them geometry of the problem. We unlock a glimpse, clear and complete affections. Infection, this power transfiction to unlock a solution multiple calculation would be otherwise remains hidden. The master of polar integration stands as a combination skills advocating through higher mathematics, and it is applicable in physics engineering and beyond them. Thank you, ma'am.